Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Toffee Cock. Coffee Talk. I can't believe it. Wow. What a slip of the tongue, eh? That was silly. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Who vows to vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedatives illegally? You tell him who. Couchella 2020? 10 reasons why you should go. Go to my couch? I'm there every day. Actually, right now I've been sitting on the floor because we have a kotatsu, and the kotatsu is a lot warmer than being on the couch with a blanket. So like, I've been leaning against the couch, but that's about it. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Ooh. Are you guys on a date? He never really changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice. Also, hang on, let me just read this story. So someone didn't change, but a stray cat and a lonely boy, that's what I read. A stray boy and a lonely cat. Midnight, the boy arrives at his home. The ticking sound of the cooling engine fills the dark, empty garage, followed by the scrape of the rusty metal door being forcefully closed. He leaves the garage, and there she is, waiting for him to come back home. She always waits in the same spot around the same time. The boy always smiles when he sees her. Meow. The cat calls. The cat calls the boy. Cat call? The cat calls the boy? That's how you have to do cat calls from now on, you guys. Meow. Demanding the treatment she always receives from him every night in the same spot around the same time. He laughs quietly as he walks up to join her. You've been waiting for me, haven't you? Here, come here, says the boy to the cat while he pets her fur. The cat purrs loudly and refuses to stand still. She dances around him, stands up tall on 2 feet, rubs her head against his shins, and shares her affection while enjoying their nightly routine. Until suddenly, the boy decides that their interaction is enough for today. He stands up, walks away from her, and closes his door. What? The cat understands that their time for the day is up. They both return to their own lives. The boy did not give the cat something to eat, and the cat did not sleep next to him to help him relax, for she was not his and he was not hers. Who gives a fuck? Steal that cat. Steal the cat. Give him the cuddles and the pets and the lovin's. Oh my god. Dude, there was a time when a street cat just followed me. I was walking with my boyfriend at the time, my ex now. I was like 17. I walked around my complex with my now ex-boyfriend, but he was my boyfriend at the time. And it was like, it was on the night that we first kissed. Oh my god. But like both of us were really nervous. So we were just walking around my complex, like trying to not have the night end, but like he wanted to kiss me and I kind of wanted him to kiss me, but both of us were literally just walking around instead. It was really funny. But there was this stray cat like stuck up in a tree, and I just called it down and it came down, so it was fine. And I gave it some pets and everything, and then like, and he was really impressed because he was like, wow, are you like a cat whisperer or something? I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, cats like never come over to me. And I'm like, I don't know, man, I've had cats my whole life. They're just you know, and then they come. Wait, I just woke up my dog doing that. Sorry. My dog's taking a little nap. Anyways. And then the cat followed us around, even like, because my complex was like in away from the street, but there was a section where it was on the sidewalk with like all of the loud cars and stuff. And the cat still followed me. It just didn't it like followed us around for a while until it was like, okay, whatever. It was super cute. Keep the cat. Kidnap all the cats. But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey Moosh, I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there's no harm in checking some other combinations. Alright? You know what to do. I do. We're gonna do, tea, milk, ginger, gah. Swerve. Try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. I mean, they already said that, didn't they? He was my bodyguard. That they didn't say. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Ugh, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple, really? You were trash-tied. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. Oh shit! And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. I prefer it if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. That's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Moosh, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Like mint? You want minty stuff? Okay, we do have mint. To me, that would be warm and cool, but according to my guide, that is not what he wants. He wants tea, lemon, and honey. Right? Tea, lemon, honey. Got it. Yeah, yep, that's it. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. Good. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Freya? Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya? By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up young girls? Pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. Poor Freya. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Moosh my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please, don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. Speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital adminning life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. That sounds fun. I also deal with patients and their families. That doesn't sound fun. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. That's kind of okay. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. Wow, Freya gets shit on a lot. So sorry, Freya. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hide. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Wow. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait. 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial. Fuck that. Take it. Not interested. Then don't take it. Absolutely. Why? Because managing people sucks. It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Salary might be better, but your work would suck. You'd be so unhappy if it's not something that you want to do, you know? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. I've had this conversation so many times. Like, I've never wanted to be a manager or a lead or assistant manager or whatever. But I've taken those positions because people convinced me to. They were like, but it'll look good on your resume. It'll make you look really good for future jobs and blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, all right, fine, I'll take this stupid fucking thing. Also, yes, it pays more, which is nice, even though it's only by like 50 cents. But I was like, all right, fine, I'll take the jobs. And I fucking hated all of them. They suck. Like, I am the type of person where I'm like, I'm cool with being a follower. I am cool with not being the person that is taking charge. I don't mind following directions and taking directions. That's what I like doing. I like not being the one that's responsible for all of these people and all of this shit getting done. And I really, really like assisting and helping and making sure that, like, my leads and managers' jobs run smoothly and stuff, as long as no one's being abused or taken advantage of or anything like that, you know? Like, as long as everything's fair, then we're good. But, like, being a lead and or a manager, like, it fucking sucks. It sucks. Like, yes, there's benefits to it, but, like, it sucks. I fucking hate it, so I understand. And, like, anytime that I was like, I don't want to do that, like, I don't want to do it, people would be like, I don't understand your thinking. Like, you look better for it, you get better money, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, I've never wanted to be in charge of people. I've never craved that, ever. I've never craved being like, do this or else, you know? Like, I don't like doing that. And anytime that I was a lead or a manager, I pissed off the other leads and managers because I was very much more like, let's work on this as a team. Like, I'm not any higher than you just because I have a position that says so. Like, we're both still human beings that work at this job, and we, like, I need your help and you need my help, and I'm not gonna be right 100% of the time just because I have a title that says lead or manager. Like, I can make mistakes too, and I can own up to those mistakes, and I can also be missing knowledge that maybe you have, and if that's the case, we can learn from each other. Like, titles get in the way of so much bullshit, and I'm just like, that's so fucking stupid. Gala, I fucking love you. You're my favorite. You don't need to figure him out, Freya. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift is starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Moosh. And you, Freya. See ya. Take care on your way. Okay, cool. I just want to check out... Is anyone else coming in, or was that just him leaving? So Hyde is here. Look at me checking my phone while I'm at work. How dare I? So irresponsible. That's it. Okay. You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place, back when it was a bar. 10 minutes later. Whoa. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this? A very physical job to medic. Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya. Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength, but then I got to be interested in him. Interested? How so? Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprises there. But I kinda pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy session. But in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been What up, Neil? Good evening, everyone. Oh, he hasn't met him yet. Hoo boy! Wait, has Freya met him? She just passed by him. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. You have a name? Name? Sure we have. Or we sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. Yes. Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthlings' efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Ooh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles, or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the Arami Gendru album cover. What? Jeremy Andrew, maybe? No wonder you look familiar. Who's Jeremy Andrew, though? Or Arami Gendru? Who's that supposed to be? As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes? So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew you a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. I'm like doing really silly hand motions to remind myself of my voices. So like when I do the barista, I have my I'm like stroking a fake beard. And when I do Neil, I put out like robot hands. It's so silly. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways. Milk, honey, and mint is what we're supposed to do here. Milk, honey, and mint, and it's supposed to be called the Milky Way. I'm gonna drink my own coffee, though. Fantastic! Mint is really good for sensation. Let's see. I hope I got this right. Thank you. What the? Interesting. Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink. This... Look at his little... He's so happy. I am feeling things! What is this? We have never been able to taste anything in our life. But this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. Done. Thank you so much from all our kind. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of a compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers. Doing our job in the space you call the Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date? All the way from the galaxy far, far away? Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. But we are glad if we can make you laugh. Poor Neil. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Aw, man. Yeah, speaking of which, actually, do I have Neil on here now? Oh, I do! Please write your profile. Oh, he didn't fill in anything. Oh, Neil. You're a silly, silly spaceman. Or girl. Space person. A spurson, if you will. But we believe it is all right to share it with you tonight. Thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista. I owe you this story. So why? Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes it is hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves, because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization's power can appear. And that is where we come in. I still don't see the relation between that and impregnating us. You are quite dense, aren't you? Hey, you came here to give seeds. So, a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth. That is correct. The half-breeds will be half Earthlings and half whatever you are. Yes. Assuming that you have some powers that we can't comprehend, you're trying to make sure the Earth will have its own protector. That is 100% correct. Holy shit. You're trying to give us a superhero? Yes, that is what your people will call the protector. But why go through all the hassle? It sounds like a lot of work. Why not just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero. Sadly, it is not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned is a very complicated feeling on Earth. We have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default. That would be amazing. So everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they are born. That sounds beautiful. And creepy. Why? It sounds like your planet is a giant spherical orgy. That was a badly chosen word. But it is roughly similar to the truth. Oh my god. Oh my. If what you say is true, shouldn't we help them to get laid with love? Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead. Wow. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further. If it got you a good story. Ha 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 ha. Oh, fuck! Hang on. Ever since I updated my computer, OBS will just kind of like crash sometimes. I just heard the music stop again and then I looked over and my screen is frozen and I'm like, fuck! Anyways, ha 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 is what Freya says. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. I mean, she could be asexual for all you know, or not straight. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. Fuck yeah, girl. She's Demi. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Also, there's men out there that are birthing like 30 fucking children from like 15 different women, so, you know. Not to mention, some races live for a very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are quite stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? He's so direct and clueless. I love it. You want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting a date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker. Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms. It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have the offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So we talked about using condoms. But how does your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details. Unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission, with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye! Take care on your way, sir. Bye, Neil. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. Game developer orc? Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivete. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined in the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. Unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch my flight to Seoul tomorrow. Ooh, fun! So I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle soon? You're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Peace! Okay, let's do maybe, like, one more day? Maybe? Maybe one more day? How many days do we have? I kind of want to see this real quick. Okay, so there are technically like 17-ish days from what I can tell if I want to get like 100%-ish of this game. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going. Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Oof. Dude, don't spray people in the face like that. That's not nice. Dwarven-made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Welcome. Oh. Good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division. Or FIRE, for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We are not 100% sure. But according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's, pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know. That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before leaving? We're good. We're good? Take care on your way. Phew. You really need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? Aqua! And Myrtle! Good evening, Moosh. Yo. Hello, Miss Aqua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We planned to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? You want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? So green tea, mint. Green tea, mint. Brew. Serve it. Your drink's ready. Ooh, it looks really fresh. I call this Marrakesh, inspired by its origin. Marrakesh in Morocco? I heard people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Like Moroccan mint tea? Also, I want to read the story real quick. But first, let me just... Hiya! Let's read the story. Loving in silence. Oh, okay. It was a Saturday night, as usual. I picked her up from her apartment for another Saturday night date. I used the word another, but to be honest, this was the first actual Saturday night date we'd done since I don't even know when. It wasn't every week a cool event related to our hobby happened, so we, or I suppose I should say, weren't going to miss the chance for a cozy evening in her apartment. We'd only been dating for 4 months, but I kid you not, we couldn't have been more different. I'm the type of person who feels restless if I don't go out on the weekends, while she'd prefer to lock her apartment from the inside, flush the key down the toilet, and never leave again. That's me! And that's why me going out to her apartment on the weekend was the fairest option for both of us. I mean, we could just order food online and chill without having to worry about the traffic. Ain't that cool? That's what she said whenever I asked if she wanted to eat out somewhere. That happened a lot in our first month together. After that, I just tried to get used to it. We drove to the event. Please don't go too far. Okay. It wasn't that far, but traffic's always ridiculous on the weekend. Throughout the drive, we barely spoke. Total silence except for the music playing from the playlist. If she knew the song, we would sing along to the song. If not, then total silence it was. When we arrived at the event, she changed. She became the most outgoing, friendly, and talkative person around. Even I was nothing compared to her, and I usually consider myself a very talkative person. We said hi to everyone we knew, and some we didn't. Then we tried all the games being showcased there. Whoops. We sat next to each other, trying one game after another, commenting on the story, art, music, gameplay, atmosphere, and other aspects you might use to judge a game. But when we played, we just played, no talking during the playthrough. Total silence, as if she was recharging spent energy from all of the interacting she'd done before. She probably was, honestly. Back in her apartment, we didn't talk much. She made 2 cups of green tea latte for both of us, and then we watched Netflix together with only a few words traded. Don't you feel bored dating me? She asked. Really, this again? I know. I'm sorry to bring this up again, but you were so silent today, I thought you were mad at me. Honey, I'm not mad at you. Why would I be? I don't know, it's just that I'm super introverted. You're super extroverted, and there are times when I feel like I'm holding you back from your true self. You're just overthinking things, honey. Tonight was amazing, and I can't thank you enough for being willing to join me and sacrifice your stay-at-home relaxation time. We both know how much you love staying in and how rarely you get the chance to do it. Whoops. Why do you like me? You've asked this question a dozen times in the last 4 months, you know. I nudged her and smiled. I just wanted to make sure, she said and started crying. Eek, I know the feel! Anxious attachment. Hey, don't be sad, it's okay. And to answer your question, I don't know why I like you. That answer again. That's not a good answer, dude. Because it's true. All I know is I feel comfortable around you. That's part of it. You can just say, I feel comfortable around you, you know? I just feel happy and calm, and I don't know. Do I need to know? That sounds dangerous, liking someone without knowing the reason. He just told you the reason right there. He just wasn't very direct about it. And maybe he didn't even realize that that's the reason. He likes you because you make him feel comfortable and happy and calm, you know? Oh, believe me, dear, I was confused for the longest time before I realized. It's actually the best feeling I've ever had. How about you? Why do you like me? Who said I like you? I was speechless for a moment. She grinned at me and giggled through the remains of her tears. You should have seen your face. Oh my god, don't mess around with me like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Good. It means you weren't lying about your feelings, she smiled. You haven't answered my question. It's a secret. That's not fair. I told you mine. I hate to break it to you, but don't know is not a proper answer, my dear. But it's an honest one. I know. We stayed silent again. So that was my introvert girlfriend and me. My answer to her was obviously a lie. Not knowing why you like someone is super scary, but I never imagined being able to feel like that for anyone other than her. At least that's how I wish things could be, I thought as I drove back home alone in my car in total silence. Sad. Oh my. It's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want another order right away? Or order right away? Sorry, not another one. Sure. I'll have the Tariq. What? TT milk. Titty milk. Brew it. Tariq? I'm butchering all of these names. Here's your Tariq. Tariq, huh? Is there anything wrong? No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Just like the Tariq you get in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yes, and from videos on the internet. So reliable. So, how are things going in the office? As usual. Tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh. I want to say, please don't forget the rest. But I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and your team. Ah, as if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway. Because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. Yeah. I hate to admit it. It's a bad workplace, work-life balance. Is that what you call it? But yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot, even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. Samesies. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry. But it still saddens me to realize my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry, I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. Yeah, it's good that you at least get bonuses. And we're already used to this. So don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Exactly. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year, instead of PAX West. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it fast, before they give your spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then, and the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry, and also senior journalists. I know, but I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. So? That's fucking awesome! And thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know? And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? I mean, you're gonna get haters for everything. What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Although, Aqua, I feel you. That's how I feel about my videos too. I'm so anxious about it. Like, what if I say something or do something or look a certain way or whatever, and then people start hating on me for something that maybe I didn't think was bad or isn't actually bad, and they're just trolling or like whatever. It's a common fear, I think. Common anxiety. Or about me. That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Even after all that, I'll still be here by myself for the whole week, for the whole event. You should do it, Aqua. That one is a problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight? Showing my baby to the public? Yeah. I just can't imagine the horror. Yeah, that's fucking tough, dude. I feel you, Aqua. I also have the anxiety, it sucks. You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. Yay! No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then. You shouldn't waste your time on me. Come on, Aqua! Get some confidence! Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But... I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Yeah, fuck yeah, tell her! Oh, okay. Good. Now, what are you going to show the game on? I'll have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what you have, or on what to have for the expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now, let's see. Rhea, is that you? Also, since we're here, did I friend up? Oh, wait. Nice. Group ad. There we go. Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi, Moosh. Or say, hi, Moosh. I forgot. I'm doing like a really, really like Valley Girl-ish kind of voice for her. Like a really peppy voice. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. Ooh, fun. They're still adding new performers. Yeah, you might say that those announcements this late are... I can't read. Backups. Oh. But it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes. And I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? Sweet hot chocolate. Sweet hot chocolate? Okay. So this is saying chocolate, honey, and milk. I wonder if that's actually good. Using honey. I usually just use like plain old sugar. Is it... Is that... Yes, it is. Okay, that's the correct drink. Here's your drink. Also, cool. There it is. Oh, it's got a little heart on it. That's cute. There's your drink. Oh, it looks very pretty. And it's warm and sweet. I love it. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. She's like, go away now. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Dad? Oh shit! What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening? I was worried I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio. So I thought you'd be here. But we can't not just limit ourselves to this place. And now you're causing another ruckus? We're sorry, Moosh. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What are you having? What would you recommend? I might suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara. Oh, what is that? It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara. I have another sneeze building in my nose. Achoo! Ah, Jesus. I'm sorry, baby dog. My dog hates sneezes. I just woke him up from a nap. I'm so sorry. Okay, chocolate, milk, and ginger? Is that what they said? Yes, okay. Spanish Sahara. Your drink is ready, sir. My. This is amazing. Why, thank you. Let me just, get rid of all my notifications concerning all the drinky drinks. Boop. Wait, how many more drinks do we have to learn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. 11 more drinks to discover. Glad you like it. Dad. Yes? Please just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. Did I accidentally slip into the barista's voice? Sorry. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know, Morris. He's not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry too. What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. Uh-oh. They're doing argument mode. Then make me understand, because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing. Wait, they were together for almost 15 years, but she's 18? Did she say 15? 15 years? So, if they... I'm sorry, hang on. Mathing. If she said 50 years, then that's one thing. But if she said 15 years, does that mean he's technically her stepdad? Or does that mean that this is his biological child, but the mom came in when she was like 3? So the mom is the stepmom? If she's 18? Is that mathing correctly incorrect? I don't know, man. Because if she said 50, if they were together for like 50 years, 50, you know, then fine, whatever. But 15 and 8, that's not mathing. Anyways, not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay? Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Oh, shit! Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? I'll take time, I will take time for me to learn. It will take time for me to learn, sorry. But I am learning. Or, you know. I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you, I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I'd need to figure out, but it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that? Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all of my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, you can at least choose someone other than Morris. I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career right now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now, please go home, relax, and don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away, and it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided. But that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel. Bro, you gotta chill. Calm down, bro. Excuse me for a moment, Moosh. It's fine. You do you. This is probably gonna be a longer episode than an hour. I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear their argument, Myrtle? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely, especially when there's an argument like that? Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize. But you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Moosh, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for the drinks as usual. Please, take care on your way home. Bye, guys! Someone coming in? Freya? I guess that's all for it. Oh, welcome back, Hendry. Oh, you're back, Mr. Hendry. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No, I lost her. I'm so sorry to hear that, but I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes? Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Ha! Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, and they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. Okay, that still doesn't make sense. If they said 15 years and he quit 20 years ago, but he met her while I mean, I guess he could meet her and then date later, but like, she worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it's good. But what hit me hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. Aren't they? Toxic people are the worst. The teenage girls especially, they were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. Eek. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry? They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you going to be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Moosh. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then, goodbye. Bye, dude! I guess that was the night then, yeah? That was the night. Okay. I will end this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have to plan out how I'm going to record the rest of these, but there's very clearly going to be more than just these episodes. There's going to be a few more episodes. Which I wasn't expecting, because when I looked at how long this game was, it was like, yeah, it's like 4 hours, and I was like, sweet. I don't remember it being that short, but cool. And here we are, and it's going to be more than that, I think. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!